Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here, and I did a puff today. My puff is getting so big. This is a 4th day wash and go that I just pulled up into a high puff. I already have a video on how I make my high puffs, but today it's just like extra voluminous and so big. I love it. I love this hairstyle on me. I feel like it's so easy, it's so cute, so fun, but still professional. Keeps the hair out of your face, just super low maintenance. So let's talk about what's on the face, and then we're going to jump into the eyes, and I already know the lip I'm going to wear. So it's Monday the 20th of November. Tomorrow's a half day of school, and then it's Thanksgiving break. It's Thanksgiving break. It's Thanksgiving break. So I'm really excited for that. As you can tell, even though I will be working a lot, I don't mind it because I love my second job. So let's jump into what's on the face. The primer I used is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I've been testing this out, and a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like I finally figured out how to use it without it going wrong. So really enjoying this. I've been using more blurring and smoothing primers versus mattifying primers because my skin is starting to balance out with the skincare products that I've been using that I'm really excited about. Okay, and then for foundation, I'm wearing my Fenty foundation. I have been loving this lately. I used it a lot, and then I took a break from it, and then I came back. And I'm wearing shade 450. And honestly, I think this is still just it's a tad bit too dark. And as the day goes on, it kind of, with the powder I'm using, turns kind of reddish on me. I confirmed that yesterday with my coworker. I was like, do I look orange? Do I look red? And she was like, yeah, it's kind of starting to change a little bit as the hours went by, many hours into wearing it. But I really do enjoy shade 450, and that's what I'm wearing as foundation. This is not a super duper full coverage foundation. So it gives a more natural look and finish to the skin, but still pretty flawless. I can still see some of my really dark marks slightly peeking through. Like you can see this one back here. A couple of them are still peeking through a little bit. I don't really mind that. My birthmark you can still see shining through. Up here you can see the darkness, the shadow. That's my birthmark. So it's not super duper full coverage, and I've been using 5 pumps, and I just pump it all in my forehead, and then I distribute it over my face to like the outer edge, and I work towards the middle because the center of my face is clearer, less marks and everything. So I really need more coverage around the perimeter. So I like to use 5 pumps of this, and I'm actually over halfway through this bottle, so I will probably need to get another one, and I will get shade 440 because I should only be getting lighter. But that's the foundation I have on. Really been loving it and enjoying it. Even though it is not super duper full coverage, I still really like it. I like the matte finish and how it's like skin-like, and you don't really just set it with a lot of powder. So the powder that I've been testing and using and trying out is the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder in the shade Warm Saffron. And I feel like today is the best it's looked. I used a very small amount in a fluffy brush, the e.l.f. complexion brush, and I literally just kind of swept it onto the skin and tapped it into the places where I feel like I needed a little bit more. But I didn't use a lot of product, and I feel like this is the best it has looked. And I love the tone of this because it really goes with my undertones because it's so yellowy with a little bit of brown in it. And that's my skin. My skin is a lot of brown with yellow in it. And then for highlight, I use my Becca Eyelights palette, the Apres from the Apres Ski Glow collection. And this is the shade Topaz that I'm wearing. I'm loving it. This shade right there, that nice gold. Love this highlighter. Looks really good. So yeah, I already highlighted the brow bone, Cupid's bow, cheekbones, bridge of the nose, all the places I normally highlight are done, and we're also going to use that highlight in the inner corner. So let's jump into the eyes. First, let me tell you what's going to be on the lips. I'm going to wear the shade Aria in the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick. And if you want to see the look completed, I'll put it in the thumbnail, but I'm not going to show it on camera because I am kind of in a rush right now. And I need to finish my tea, and I still need to brush my teeth. I personally like to brush my teeth after I put my liquid lipsticks on. Anybody else weird like that? I don't know. I like to do it after I do my whole face too. I don't know why. It's just, I like to do it right before I leave my house, essentially. I don't know. That's just what I've been doing actually for quite some time, for years now. So yeah, I need to finish drinking my tea. I have some peach tea here with brown sugar in it. It tastes really, really good. So I'm not actually going to show me applying this on camera, but again, the shade is called Aria. And these are on sale at Ulta for $13.20. They're regularly $22, I believe. Let's jump into the eyes. Of course, you already know it's about to be a tutorial with the Morphe 39A palette. I have been loving this palette. Have I mentioned that I love this palette? I love it. It's so good. So we're going to do a very easy, simple look. We're doing a glittery brown eye. Your girl might use 1 or 2 eyeshadows for this look. We're keeping it very simple. Very, very, very simple. Ooh, that's a very interesting like transition shade I would like to use. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we're gonna use the shade Vibrant in the crease. Oops, I'm struggling. It's this shade right here. It's a very like warm brown that has a little bit of red to it. I think it's really, really pretty. Wiping off my brush on a tissue, a paper towel rather. Ugh. Just using this palette is like, it's so big I have to put it down. I don't have enough space on my sink area. So I'm taking my diffused crease brush from Sigma E38 from the Jackiana Favorites collection. We're gonna take that into the crease. This is a matte shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's like a really warm orangey reddish brown. That's really pretty. I love how many like different transition shades and like crease colors are in this palette. But I also love the variety of colors that are in this palette as well. I feel like it's not overwhelming with the browns. See how pretty that is? That's so pretty. And I'm just really building up and blending it out from the inner part of my crease all the way to the outer V area. This is so pretty. Such a pretty shade. Look at that shade. That is so pretty. I'm doing something right this morning. Yeah, we're only going to be using 2 shades for this look. And how I like prime my lids, I never really talked about this, is I put foundation and my powder over my lids. So that's how I kind of like prime my lids. I don't use an eyeshadow primer. So that's an extra step. I feel like it does make a difference though. Like your eyeshadows will last longer. They'll be more vibrant. They won't fade as much because I have noticed that some of my eyeshadows tend to fade throughout the day. But it doesn't really bother me that much. Of course, one of my eyes, the shape, like this eye, I feel like my shadows always go up a little bit higher than this eye, and it really bothers me. So I'm just blending. Blending, blending, blending. Okay, so we have our transition crease color applied. The next shade I'm going to go into is going to be, I have options. There's lots of options. Ooh. Depending on how dark I want this look to be. Ooh, I like that one. We're going to go in with a shade called Bronze Chrome. It's in the top left-hand corner. Right there. Over here. closest to my face. Bronze chrome. I'm going to put that on the lid with my finger. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's what it looks like on my finger. It's really pretty. Whoa, she's a little dark. It's kind of turned into a smoky eye. We're going to layer something on top of it, just in the center. Just to lighten the look a little bit. But yeah, this is a really pretty bronze shade. It's really chocolatey with some shimmer to it. And yep, I'm blending this using my finger. But I'm blending in the outer V area with the shade a little bit. And going into the crease a little bit, just so the colors mesh together. As you can see. The pigmentation is really good with the shadow. You really don't need to dip in as much as I am. I'm really kind of just being extra. Yo, I need to go. Maybe I won't layer anything on top of this because it is really pretty. I really like this color. I was just expecting it to be a little bit more brown, like a little bit lighter of a brown. But no, she is dark, dark, dark. Giving very smoky vibes. And I've just blended these into the crease shade and into my crease with my finger. I don't think you really need a brush. Just use whatever's left on your finger and work it into that crease area. I'm just blending back and forth with my finger. Okay, let's figure out what we're going to put on the lower lash line and the inner corner. Right in the inner corner. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on the lid because it kind of gets a little bit darker in the outer V area naturally. So I really like the way that this looks. I'm going to take the brush with the crease color and I'm just going to blend right in the crease a little bit. Looks good. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to put on the lower lash line. I don't want to put this on the lower lash line because it's a little too dark and we're going to be kind of a little too smoky for school. We're going to go in with the shade So Glam on the lower lash line. It's a little bit more of a golden bronzy shade right here next to the screen where my finger is. Can you see that down here above the black? We're going to use that on the lower lash line to kind of tie the look together. And then I'm going to smudge underneath it the transition shade that we have. Just so that we can get this nice, pretty, reddy brown all around the eye because it's just so pretty to me. I'm going to use this little brush to do that. Again, this shade is called So Glam. Whoa, she's super pigmented and is definitely really bronzy. I'm going to take a little bit of this on my finger and put it right in the center of my lids. Because it is really pretty. And just to like tie everything together. Just tapping my finger in there and tapping it on the center of my lid. So now we kind of have like a halo-ish eye. All right. Just need a little bit more on this eye. So now I'm going to take a little bit of the first shade that we put on the lid, the, what is it called? Bronze Chrome. I'm going to put a little bit of that on the outer corner of the eye, of the lower lash line. Layer it on top, just to bring everything together. Yep. Looks good. And now I'm going to take, with the same brush, the transition shade, the crease shade, and put that on the lower lash line as well. Right underneath. Wow, this look came out way more intricate than I planned, and it looks really nice. Still really simple and easy though. And I'm just lightly smudging it right underneath. Very, very fall. And I'm making sure to connect in the outer corner as well. All right. Last is the inner corners. And for the inner corners, I'm going to use the highlighter that I have on my face, Topaz from Becca. Your girl's sweating. I need to turn the heater off. That's why I have my space heater on. I'm sorry, Nola. Nola was dead asleep, but when I turned off the heater, it made that beep sound. It woke her right up. Now she looks so disoriented. I'm sorry, I gotta leave anyway, so she gotta get out of my room. Now I don't feel like the lip color I chose is really gonna go well with the look. So I'm gonna choose something else. We're gonna do a brown lip today. All right, let me wipe this little brush off so we can do the inner corners. And we need something more nude for the lips. I don't know if I want to do Frappuccino from Jordana's Frappuccino. Matte Frappuccino. This is kind of pinky though. I want something brown. Might do Dose of Colors, Chocolate Wasted. That's going to be really dark. Taking Topaz, the golden shade, that is the highlighter I have on the rest of my face. Just going to pop this into the inner corners using that same brush I use for the lower lash line. Love, love, love the way this eye look turned out. It's like a little bit darker version than a very similar look I did with the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is more deeper. All right, and the only thing I'm going to add is mascara and lip color. Not going to do mascara on camera. The mascaras I'm going to use are going to be one that I don't like and one that I do like. So I'm going to use the Maybelline The Fall Sheets Push-Up Drama in collaboration with the Urban Decay Troublemaker. I don't really like this one, but I'm playing around with it, so we'll see. But I'm going to use these two together off camera because your girl is running out of time. Probably going to put my mascara on at school, maybe. Oh, lip color. I was like, there's something I'm forgetting. This tea is so good. Oh, so good. I don't want to do NYX because I feel like I've been wearing my NYX lippies a bunch. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my phone, take my mascaras. It was so hard to get up this morning because it was so cold in my bedroom. I don't know what it is about my bedroom specifically, but it is always freezing. Freezing, freezing, freezing. Okay. We need something to go with this amazing halo eye that I did. That came out really, really pretty. I really like the way this turned out. Let's see. I have my bag of new lipsticks right here. And there are just so many. So many. So many. Oh gosh, I usually have something in mind, but I don't today. I changed the look last minute. Okay, we're gonna do Jordana Molten Chocolate Cake liquid lipstick. Love this. So pretty, and it will go so well. It's a brown shade. But it has a little bit of redness to it, so it matches the crease transition color so nice. And I have no idea what I'm wearing yet. I'm wearing jeans, I know that much, and probably just black today. I don't think any of the holiday colors will complement this look. Again, this is a Jordana liquid lipstick in Molten Chocolate Cake. Yes, this color is perfect. Yo, yeah, perfect. So this is the finished look minus mascara, which I'll be doing at school because I need to get my cargo. And we're having coffee this morning and probably like a small treat She's been doing that for these 6 school day weeks. I've just been rhyming today. I love the way this look turned out. Let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know what other looks you want to see using the Morphe 39A palette. So far, I've loved every single look that I have created using that palette. And I cannot wait to add mascara to this look because it is just so fall, so pretty. So just, I love it. I love it. Especially love the color I put in my crease. Love. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. I really do appreciate your support. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday week. I'll be doing several more looks this week because I'll be working almost every day. See you in the next video. Bye, YouTube.